Audio Jungle.
Hey East Idaho fam, welcome back to our channel. Today we got a special guest. It's Joe Kohler. If you don't know him, he's a man, the legend, and the myth. Joe, can you tell people about who you are, what you do, and stuff?
Well, I think I'm most known for being Nick Jackuchan's friend.
Oh,
That's what most people know me as. But no, I am just a local real estate agent. I've been doing this for about 8 years. July is my anniversary year as a real estate agent, so it's officially been 8 years. Married to a beautiful woman who's smart and kind and sweet and supportive. And together we have 4 kids that range between 21 and 11.
oh wow, that's
So,
awesome. And you say you've been doing this for 8 years
Yep.
in July, like pretty much this month.
This year, this
This
month.
month,
So
okay.
8 years. So
What did you do before that?
I worked for Melaleuca and I
Okay.
loved it. I had a couple different jobs there, but when I left Melaleuca, I was the regional manager of the Western US,
Okay.
which is just a great company, great job, taught me
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah.
But also very glad that I'm doing this now.
So what
For sure.
made you decide, like, okay, from Melaleuca doing totally different things to like switch to real estate? What motivated you to do real estate?
Oh, that's a great question. And it's actually a little bit of a funny story because I started buying rental properties and I met a real estate agent. And at first I was like, man, what's this guy even do? Like, I can do what he does.
Yeah.
I can make the money he's making and do what he does. Absolutely. Like, this guy hardly works. So then that's when I went to real estate school and I did it. Come to find out that that agent that I thought didn't work is literally the hardest working real estate agent I've ever met, Dan Thomas. And
Oh,
so,
Dan Thomas.
like, he
Okay.
is just a killer and can outwork any
Yeah.
of us. Like,
Yeah.
I believe that. And so I now feel ridiculous for even thinking that, but I think that's more of a testament of most people don't know what we do on a daily basis.
Yeah.
And we definitely don't know what it takes to perform at a high level
Yeah.
because everyone thinks all real estate agents are equal. And so they just
No.
don't know. And so I didn't know. And then I got into it and I still didn't know. And the more I do, the more I learn I don't know.
Yeah.
But-
So was Dan Thomas your agent when you
Yeah.
were, okay, that's
Yeah,
okay.
he helped me buy a couple homes and helped me sell a bunch. And
Yeah.
so he's been a great agent. And
Yeah.
whenever I do deals with him, I love working with him.
Dan just doesn't stop, right? He keep going
He
from what
does
I
not.
know. So and I talked to him once and I was like, Dan, how do you do it? He's like, I don't know. I'm just wired to it.
Yeah.
And that's just his life, you know, and he chose to do it that way. And talking about performance, Joe, you killing it. Like, you've been killing it. I've been looking up to you. And like this year, I think when I looked at the stat last, I think you're like top 10 in this area, but then also top 10 or top 15 with Real, right?
Mhm.
With our brokerage.
Yeah.
Then
Nationwide.
what's the secret?
Just be the type of agent your mother thinks you are.
There you go.
And so I think that's, I don't know. There's no secret. I
Yeah.
have like the magic answer is consistency. So no matter how you want to build, whether you want to build on social media, however you want to build a business, consistency is always the only answer. No matter what people say, there's no silver
Yeah.
bullet. There's no easy way to do it. And I think that's a big part of it. And I think my recent success has come from, and I guess I say by recent success, I mean this year,
Mhm.
I dove into a lot more coaching other agents to help them be successful.
Yeah.
And every time I do that, my business always goes up. Like, I'm thinking of new ideas. I'm thinking about new situations. Like, we role play ways to overcome objections that we don't normally run into. So when we're in the field, we already have
You're
it in our
ready.
pocket.
Yeah, ready to go.
And so that's helped me a ton this year. So
And you don't really gain anything from doing that. And I'm like, appreciate you from doing that, because like new agent don't know where to go. They don't have the support that they need, and they think that they could do it by themselves, but I think they need someone with them. And then I think you're doing like a perfect job for them.
yeah.
So
Thanks.
what may what is it called? Triple C or
Yeah, we call it calls, coaching, and content.
okay.
And the main point of it was we couldn't think of a better name. And if I could think of a better name, my company wouldn't be called Kohler Realty. We'd probably think
Yeah.
of something cooler than our names. But we couldn't think of a better name for it. And we probably will. We're going to revamp it in September, but it's designed to help people do better, not just feel better. So much of real estate is a mind game. But then once you're in the right mind space of like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to make it happen for myself, I want to change my life, that's great. But you don't know what to do. You don't know how to speak. You don't know how to present. You don't know how to add or articulate your value.
Yeah.
And so we designed kind of this program where the first hour we're making calls, we're doing social media reach outs, and our whole design is you don't have to build it the way that Joe Kohler built it or Kelton Beam built it or Noel Leon built it or any of the other founders of our little
Yeah.
group build it. You come in and you say, hey, I want to build it the Nick Jackuchan way and do it amazing with social media, become a local expert and show my personality without having to tell people about it. And so then we say, okay, well, this is how we would do it. And we
Yeah.
just coach you based on how you
You
want to
want.
build your business. And that's like, it's just been great. It's been great to see agents who
Yeah.
were like setting goals to close 4 or 5 a year. And now they're capping twice in a year.
That's
Like, and
awesome.
so like this business can be anything you want it to
Yeah.
be. And the only thing that holds you back is yourself and your own skill set. And so
Yeah.
we help with the skill set. You just got to bring the motivation.
I love that. And I think you started that. I think attended that Triple C like last year or 2 years ago, I think.
Sure.
And I think it was like 5 to 6 agents there. How many agents go into that now?
I think today we had 9
9.
today.
Wow.
And it's one of those things that it's a great place for you for a while. You don't want to live there, even though you'll keep getting better and better.
Yeah.
But we really just want to help you reach whatever your goal is. And so we kind of cycle through people as people come and go, and we get people started the right way, and then they just continue to produce. And I think the most we've ever had on one time, I think we had 19 agents.
19 agents.
And so
Wow.
it was crowded, but it was good.
So do they have to be with Real
Great question.
to go to this Triple C, or can they be from any brokerage?
They can be anywhere.
Okay.
And honestly, like that's where it's really fun because you get a lot of perspectives from different agents on the different ways that they want to build their business. And they just like, they've never seen anything like it.
Yeah.
And so they come with this limited mindset or this scarcity mindset. And then they sit at a table with people that are investing with them, even though they barely know them. And it really kind of creates that type of community. Now, as a result, I'm not going to lie, most people do end up coming to Real as an advantage
Why
of it.
wouldn't they come, right?
Right.
The Real is amazing.
It is. It's great.
Yeah.
And so our whole mindset of like it doesn't matter what brokerage you're from, but we're going to help you get one more deal no matter
Yeah.
what.
Yeah,
And then
that's
we're going to
good.
help one more person do whatever they
Dude, and I think that's what make you so successful in this business, because you're so open to share your knowledge, and you help support other agents, and like just what you do in general. I think like when you do something, you just don't look for something in return, but it just come naturally, right? So I think that just, I don't know, people look at you and just like, Joe's a good guy.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but I think a big part of it is I've spent so much of my life making mistakes,
Yeah.
and I wish that there had been more people there to be like, "Hey, let's think differently, let's be better." And I just wish that I had had that because my whole life trajectory would have been better.
Yeah.
And so that's a big part of it. And I've done a couple of these podcasts, and when they've talked to me about my journey in real estate, I started on a team, and at first I don't think I gave that team enough credit. And I would always say like, man, yeah, they taught me a lot about what kind of agent I didn't want to be. And I was really egotistical. And I recently just had lunch with my mentor, and I'll call him my mentor, but he was my team lead at the time. Even though our businesses are very different for sure. And I realized that, yeah, he might've taught me some stuff that I didn't want to do, but he taught me a lot of the stuff I do. And in this business, like if you become too prideful to learn from every agent and every transaction, like you're just not going to make it.
Yeah.
Like this business is too hard to think that you know it all and think that your way is the best way,
Exactly.
and it just doesn't work. And so
Yeah.
that's a big part of it. And I think, like you said, the more you help others, like it always comes
Yeah.
back.
Dude, and like it's not just agents, right? I see the way you treat your clients. Dude, they get that VIP like red carpet at the closing. Like, dude, that's
Yeah.
amazing. Like I never seen anyone does that.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I would love to be Joe clients. Like I would love to walk on the red carpet.
Yeah.
And then at the house you put like a red.
Yeah,
like
we gift wrap I gift wrap the door.
Okay.
I've gotten so good at door wrapping, I can knock one out in like 5 minutes.
Really?
So I'm like, it's a pro. Like, so I think that comes from like all the advice for all the coaching I give to agents is like I can kind of put it in different buckets, and that comes out of my bucket that says don't make it a transaction, make it an experience.
Yeah.
So if people want to refer Nick Jackuchan, they say like, okay, why? And then like they're going to
Yeah.
say why, right?
Yeah.
And so the more reasons you give them to say, yeah, man, like not only did he pay for my home inspection, not only did he do this, not only did he negotiate the terms I wanted, which isn't going to be the stuff they're going to say, right?
Yeah.
But they're going to be like, you know what, like
How
he
did
made it special. Like
Yeah.
they made me feel like I was the only client, even though an hour later I'm doing it again at a different title company, red carpet, confetti cannons. I just bought these cool sparklers. The title companies
Yeah.
kind of gave me permission to use it, but I just did it anyway.
Yeah. And you have a popper or
Yeah,
something like
we
that
have
too, right?
two, and if you're an agent looking to do that, make sure you get the ones with big confetti that are easy to clean up. Don't
Yeah.
just and ask first. But the reason I do that was I looked at all the other agents, and I was just like, they all look the same. Every title company,
Yeah.
their
Just
clients
picture
are
with us.
awkward
Yeah.
holding a sign, and like even though they did a great job for their service, they now look like everybody else.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I don't want me or my clients to look like everyone else.
Yeah.
And so that's why I was like, okay, I can swallow my pride and look ridiculous and be
Yeah.
hot in a black shirt and tie. And
I have to admit, I'm the victim of that. Like I do closing pictures just like what you say, like holding the signs and stuff. But I think going back to my client's experience, I think each one of us have different approach,
Mhm.
right? Your approach work for you, my approach work for me. And I feel like my clients leaving at the end, just like I will refer,
Always.
and it's just how you go with the business.
Yep.
And yeah. Um let's talk a little bit more about real estate, and we'll switch to talking about Eastern Idaho.
Sure.
But with real estate for new agents, I guess if you can go back in time to your first month of being real estate, would you change anything at all that you've done?
I'm sure there's so much I would change. Um, and I think you'd be foolish not to, like
Yeah.
going back with the knowledge I had. I would never, because I started before COVID, right before COVID. My business like blew up during COVID, like all of ours did. It was easy. And then I maintained a really strong business post COVID. And this year I'm like set to have my best year, even with
What
COVID.
are you tracking right now this year?
Today was number 65,
65. So potentially you could break 100,
hopefully.
hopefully.
So, and I never have before. My
Okay.
most transactions I've ever done in a year is 95.
95.
And I put a big asterisk by that because it was COVID. But
Yeah.
even then, but what that doesn't say is like all of that's done without a TC and all those other nuances that some people care about, but I don't. But the reason I bring that up is not because to brag, but to say like, hey, I've failed way more times than most agents try. And so at the beginning, I would have started trying more things
Yeah.
instead of being like, this is how you build the business. I spent years looking down on good agents like you, being like, social media is a waste of time. And that's because I know that the contact to close ratio on social media is longer than if you meet a FISBO or a for sale by owner. Like they're going to transact faster, but just because it's longer doesn't mean that it's worse if you're good at it. And so I spent years just not doing social media. I went to one of your trainings and I was just like, what am I doing? Like I can do this. Like I
Yeah.
can do it.
And you killed it, man.
Well, I don't know about that, but like if you watch my videos for the first year, they're all bad. And we can blame me not having my fake my new hair plugs or whatever, but like I looked ridiculous and now they're better. But like
Yeah.
still, because I wasn't the main one to do it first, like I'm always the one that's following, which I'm
Yeah.
fine with. Like if I get to follow you, like the VIP closing, I'm the first one. Anyone that's going to copy
Yep.
that, they're gonna be like, oh yeah, Joe did that
Yep.
first.
Yep.
And so then I started thinking, what can I do to be the first in whatever I'm going to try?
Yeah.
I spent the first 4 years not thinking new,
Yeah.
and I would have changed that. I would just try everything new. I would fail more and be more bold.
What stuck with me the most, Joe, is when I reached out to you and I was like, dude, like when you first started doing social media and then you just kept doing it, you were being consistent. And I look at like the progression of your content, right? It's become more like a brand, right? And now people learn about Joe and people understand who Joe is and stuff. And Joe's a family man, and do all the fun things with his family. But I compare, right? I was like, Joe, dude, you're killing it. You got 10,000 followers now. I can't even get that. So, and this exact word that you told me, you were like, comparison is
The thief of joy.
yep, the thief of joy. And dude, I kept that with me and I was like, he's right. Like ever since then, I stopped comparing
Yeah.
myself with other, like it's not about followers either. Like I used to be like, I need to get 10 plus thousand followers, right? And now I'm more like, okay, let's say I have 5,000 now. How many people can act that actually reach out to me? How many conversation can I create with
Yeah.
those followers that I have? And did I stop comparing? And now like I'm not stressing about it.
Yeah. It takes a weight off.
Yeah, yeah,
Like you can't change it. So why stress
yeah,
about it, right? And so, and I'd invite every agent, no matter how they're building their business. Like if you want to build on open houses, don't compare your open house setup to my open house setup,
yeah,
like, or anyone else's. Mine's over the top. Like I got a big wobbly guy and
yeah,
like 12-foot feather flags with my face on it, like the most narcissistic setup you could have at an open
yeah,
house. And so like, don't compare, no matter what you're doing, like compare against yourself and beat it.
yeah.
Like that's what I would do.
That was the like I feel like that was one of the best advice I got from, I would say, a mentor. So I look at you like some dude for real. But yeah, what else? Let's see. Real estate, real
You
estate.
touched on local.
Yeah.
I guess we can stay on real estate if you want.
I just
Um,
one more, I guess. What would be one piece of the advice you would give someone who's thinking about becoming a realtor or someone who just started, like, because I know a lot of agents like just don't know how to start.
yeah.
What would be that advice for them?
I think the first thing that you got to do is you got to really know why. There's three pieces. First off, really know why you want to do it. None of us became real estate agents because we just love houses. All of us became real estate agents because we saw the life that it can get, whether it's
Yeah.
more family time, like we don't have to worry. Like that's kind of my like, I never worry about stuff. Like I don't stress about
Yeah.
anything, right? Like because it's solvable, right? So that's the first was find out your real why, like know why you want to do it. Second is find a mentor, like someone that is willing to invest in you, whether that's on a team or whether you kind of join our group or whatever you're going to do, find a professional mentor that's willing to do it. And then the third thing is at the end of the day, it's a business and it'll pay you like a business if you treat it like a business. If it's a hobby and you treat it like a hobby, it's going to pay you like a hobby. And so set your
That's
business
right.
hours,
Yeah.
honor your business hours, and realize that every point of your business is just as important as cashing the check. And so if you're like, oh my gosh, I have a showing, I have to drop everything to show, treat your lead generation, whatever you're going to do, whether it's cold calling, social media, door knock, whatever the activity, that's just as important as if you know you're about to sign and get a check. So if you treat this aspect important and maintain the importance throughout the whole transaction, you will always have success. But agents prioritize like this activity is so important, and then they stop doing the activity that gets them that.
Yeah.
So those would be my three pieces of advice
That
is
was
find out why you do it, get a mentor, and then treat it like a business.
it's the best advice. Listen to that, guys. Um, and then I don't want to leave real estate yet. So,
Sure. You're right.
so you mentioned the most transaction you did was 95. Right now you did 60 something. Could track to break that 100. Where do you find time, man? Like, how do you manage to do all that? Like, I feel like you have to sacrifice certain things,
Huh?
right? I just don't know. Like, but then I see you on social media, like still hanging out with your family, still doing all that. Do you have help to like show houses or?
No. Um, Simple answer is no to that question. But the bigger aspect is my wife is not only the smartest person I've ever met, but she is the most emotionally supportive person I've ever met. And so when I came up with the VIP closing idea,
Yeah,
I was just like, hey, I want to stand out and I want to do something different than everyone else. This is what I'm thinking. Instead of being like, Joe, you already don't have time. Like you're already, coaching agents 3 days a week for 4 hours. You're already like closing what you're closing. You're already doing this. You're already doing that. Like you don't have time to spend an extra 20 minutes to set up and prep for a closing. Her response was, "Do you think we should get a fog machine? Like, like what can we do to make it better?"
so you're trying to find a
Yep.
way.
So
Yeah,
she'll make like, and having someone that believes in you, whether you're a man or a woman, if your partner believes in you and supports you, there is nothing you can't do. So that's my first thing is like everything else I'm about to say is so minuscule compared to having the support of a partner.
yeah,
Okay. So sometimes it's really hard for a spouse to support a spouse in this job because they don't understand like it's really hard, even if like anyway, but like that's the first thing. The next thing I do is I calendar. And so I have a checklist of everything I want to do in a day, and every day is the same. I don't spend the time being like, okay, I want to work on my real estate business. What am I doing? I know what I'm doing.
you already
I'm
have
waking up,
plans.
like the
Yeah,
first thing I do, I check the hot sheet. I send that to buyers to start my 10 buyer reach outs I want to do that day. The other thing that I don't do is I don't let stuff sit. Like if I know, hey, I got to respond to that RE10, I'm not thinking about that RE10 all day. Like I'm saying, hey, I'll do my email when I'm doing my email, and then I just do it then, right? I still take my kids to a weekly lunch date during the school year.
Yeah.
Every Sunday we go on an activity, we do something fun. Every Saturday evening I do something fun.
Just like a schedule, right?
You
It's just like a routine already. That's
yeah.
cool, man.
I make every like, and the big thing is like, be where you're at. Like on this podcast, like I put my phone away. Like I'm going to get text messages. I'm going to do stuff. Like right now, I'm with Nick Jackuchan. It is on my calendar. I'm doing it.
Love it.
And I'm probably going to be bad at it, but like I'm going to be here, but I'm going to be worse on it if I'm thinking about this transaction or this transaction. And it's the same with your family. Because in this business, like you're like, man, I got to spend time with my family. I got to be a dad. And I built this business when I was a single dad. Like it was bad. Like I pick up my kids from school, they're in the back living on a tablet while I'm showing houses. I was a bad dad,
Yeah.
but they were also little and they're fine.
Yeah.
And so my advice for all of that is don't let what you want now get in the way with what you want most.
Oof.
And I wanted to have a business where I don't worry about anything. And now I do.
Yeah.
And so like I don't like what I want most was peace and joy and happiness. And yeah, it'd be fun to go out every night or it'd be fun to do this every night. But like sometimes you got to work.
Yeah.
Like if I was working in Melaleuca, I was working like 50 hours a week and having to travel twice a month or once a month or whatever. And
Yeah.
yeah, I could do that for way less money. But like, I'm like, I don't know. So like, yeah, if you want a business, like you got to sacrifice,
Yeah.
but you can sacrifice now for what you want most, right?
Love it. Love it. Dude, that's some good stuff here.
Nice. Crunch.
Well now let's talk about Eastern Idaho. It's growing rapidly.
Yeah.
Um I'm a foodie, guys, and a lot of my followers love to follow me because of food places. Do you have any spot where you and your wife love to go that
Oh
people
man,
need
just
to go check out?
wherever you post, like you just follow that. Foodie, I wish I was a better foodie guy. I enjoy food, obviously. Like I'm not saying no to anything. We enjoy a good taco, but um
You guys hike a lot?
we do hike a lot. So because I took that, like when you're talking about your business, your social media, I looked at you and I was like, okay, what's he doing? What do I like? What do I not like? What can I copy? How can I make it mine? And all of that. And so I was just like, food, I love food, but like I don't know enough about it. Like I can barely like
Yeah.
say most of the food that I order. I'm just like this one,
That
or
one,
trying to
yeah,
get
yeah.
this one. And so like I feel like a fool trying to like introduce people to something I'm not even good at.
Yeah.
And so I was like, but he's spot on. Like he's finding his people.
Yeah.
And social media, I think the best way to describe it is a way to find your people. And so I was like, I love being outside. My
Mhm.
wife loves being outside. And I want to showcase Idaho and I want to become an Idaho. Like I want people to talk to me about it.
Yeah.
And so one thing I coach when I do coach on social media is whatever you're producing on social media, you are literally giving people permission to talk to you about it.
Yep.
Right. And so like when people like I was just at a meeting and I brought my wife, they're like, "Oh man, there's Joe's hot wife." And like, yeah, people are gonna say that because like we're posting her like in a bikini and stuff like that,
Yeah.
like paddleboarding. Like, so you gotta watch out for boundaries and stuff like that. But like at the same time, like they're also gonna be like, "Oh man, I just saw you hike that. I just saw you hike that. Like, where do I need to hike? Where do I need to go?"
Yeah.
And that just gives them permission to talk about. And so once again, you and I, we've positioned ourselves as experts in the
Sir,
food
yeah.
realm.
Yep.
And like we also post real estate. Let's talk about real estate. We're experts. Like
Yeah.
that's what we're doing. And so hiking and paddleboarding and outside adventure was what I picked.
So where would people go for that? Where would
man,
we go for
everywhere. There's so
everywhere?
many places.
Can
So
you
we
name
did
like top 3?
yeah, I just did the Teton River float
Okay.
and I would do that every year now. And so it is beautiful, stunning, absolutely beautiful. I would recommend that to anyone. Delta is a beautiful one.
How far is that one?
It's right by Jackson. So
Okay.
Delta Lake is a beautiful one. My wife and I'd get in trouble if I didn't mention this one. We did Mount Bora. I
Oh,
would
wow.
never recommend anybody doing that. It was awful. I still recover from therapy from it, but there were lots of tears. Doesn't matter who.
How long did it take
Um,
you to get to the top?
Oh, it was all day. Like we left
Yeah.
like super early in the morning to drive there. It's like a 2-hour drive, 3-hour drive. And then we just started going, ran out of water, our
Wow.
phones died, like all the things. But it's just like, there's just so much to do. So if you like hiking, there's so much to do. Upper Palisades is beautiful. Southeast Idaho, if you're going to have to live through the winters, like enjoy it while you can. And
Nice.
so I created a theme. I started it, I called it This is Idaho. And then I would tag the location. And then the only people that would watch and interact with people are like, stop telling people about Idaho. Like, it's our secret.
We can't stop.
Yeah,
Like
just
people are gonna come.
right.
So,
So then I did change it and I just said, this is home. And then I kept the location on and then I still got that. So now I just make it like, this is home. Like, can you guess where I'm at? Or like, have you ever been here? And try to
yeah.
like up that engagement a little bit.
Why do you think people move into this area?
So many reasons. I think for me, mine was traffic. I grew up outside of Washington, D.C.
Okay.
I walked here from my house. Like I walked to
Yeah.
your office. It took 15 minutes. But no traffic. Like you can get anywhere in hell, see the Idaho fast. Speed limits are high if you're going on the highway. Like
Yeah.
so much of that. I think people like nature. I think people like the small town. It's cheaper to live here, even if house prices are going up. Like utilities haven't gone up, taxes haven't gone up the way that people have somewhere else. It's just easier to live here.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
For sure.
and we don't have a lot of businesses here that there are elsewhere.
Yeah.
So people are bringing their business ideas here, allowing realtors to highlight them,
Yeah.
and having good business here. Yeah.
I think it's a lot safer too to raise like a family right around here. I been thinking about moving away for some times now, but my wife like, why? Like this place is home and
Yeah.
it's safe. Would you want to be in a big city where there's a lot of like activities like gang, drugs
Sure.
and stuff, So
I think safety and security and peace
yeah.
is a lot of what people seek in this world. I think I think that's the new life. I think now that what is it like time freedom is the new wealth or something.
Yeah.
Like people like that they can do that here.
Yeah. What else about East Idaho? Let's see. Do you think this area gonna become like the new Boise in the next couple years?
Probably.
Probably.
I think at the end of the day, I think you can't really stop growth.
Yeah.
And I mean,
You have to adapt, right? You have to
adapt.
adapt. So
But I mean, 100 years ago, people wouldn't believe what this is now, and
yeah.
100 years from now, we would be blown away.
I
Maybe
moved-
skyscrapers. Who knows?
I moved here from Thailand like 23 years ago, and dude, there was a lot of farms around here still, and now it's like a bunch of townhomes, apartments coming up, just different. Like within 20 something years, this place just grew like
Yeah.
crazy.
And I think it's going to keep growing.
Yeah.
And I think Boise is going to be the new big city. Like it's just going to keep growing.
Yeah, we're just gonna become Boise, and then Boise gonna become bigger city.
I am intrigued with like just people having less kids. So I wonder what the next couple generations will be like, what that's going to be
Yeah.
like. But I'll be dead, so
Yeah.
my kids can worry about it.
Well, Joe, dude, thank you for coming.
Sure.
I feel like we touch on a lot of stuff. Hopefully you enjoyed this,
Yeah.
and guys, hopefully you guys pick some stuff from Joe. He got a lot of good stuff. But thank you for being here,
Thanks.
and thank you guys for watching. Dude, thank you, man. That was cool.
Audio Jungle.